Cortex is the productivity stack. This is the stack you want to take for total mental energy, total mental dominance, total motivation, verbal fluency, focus, and the drive to get work done. Get the Cortex Nootropic stack at livecortex.com. Feel what it feels like to fire on all cylinders.
WD 705 AM radio. Thanks for coming so much, everybody. I am your host, Ryan Michael Blumhauser. Thanks so much for being with me. All right, we're going to get right into the topic today. Thanks for being here. Hope everyone had a good Thanksgiving. Hope that nobody got too drunk, and hope you feel better this week. We're back to work. We're back to rolling. We're back to killing it. And so welcome to the channel. If you're new to the channel, subscribe to the channel. We've got a lot of good content about nootropics and brain performance in general, moving into a lot more biohacking stuff moving forward. We talk about everything from how to prevent hangovers to how to remedy hangovers really, and then to how to improve brain performance with nootropics, to how to resuscitate yourself from sleep deficits with particular chemical compounds, which is what I want to talk about today. So we're going to get into that in just a sec, but over the Black Friday, we ran a sale like everybody else, right? So our sale was you could get Cortex, our nootropic stack, for 14 bucks off by using the coupon code 14. You could get our digital nootropics guides, which break down specific nootropic stacks for you to take and benefit from. All of those stuff, all of those stuff. Look at that. I might as well just go back to my radio voice. All of those stuff. All of those products are 14 bucks off. Even our Nootropics consulting service, which is a 40-minute call with me, 15 additional email correspondences. By entering the coupon code 14, we're extending it because today's Cyber Monday. So we're extending it. The coupon code still applies, 14. Anything at the livecortex.com website. By the way, we just redesigned it. It's a lot more mobile friendly, so check it out, livecortex.com. That is the Cortex Labs home website where all the real good content is. By the way, facebook.com/Cortex Stacks. We post a lot of stuff there. Check us out, coupon code 14. Saves you 14 bucks. Cortex is $20.99 with that coupon code, okay? So for those of you that buy Cortex, just buy 5 bottles because we'll never run it that cheap again. That's a lot, right? That special will end by the 30th, but just get it ASAP. Okay, so look, along the lines of what we like to talk about is resuscitating the brain from sleep deficits. And then really just I think about nootropics and using nootropics in a way to make the brain function different when the brain is functioning one particular way that you don't like it to be. Now, in some cases, for the brain to function one particular way that you don't like it to be is necessary. You're tired and your brain is telling you that you need to go to sleep. But in a practical world, right, and practically speaking, in this world, we can't do that all the time. We've got work, we've got stuff to do, on and on and on and on and on. So we talk about taking nootropics to alleviate some of the the issues, or drinking coffee, or doing whatever to alleviate some of those issues. Frankly, in some cases, before I even take any nootropics in the morning, like if I'm going to go and engage in a bunch of work, I'll take a particular nootropic compound that I figured out. Mostly these days, I just go from the Noopept Pro Stack list and the Racetam Guide and Smarter, Better, Faster. Those are all digital guides. I just listed all my nootropic stacks in there that are just insane. There's like 250 combined in all those guides. So I just go there, open up one of the guides and read a stack and go, oh, that stack, yeah, I want that stack. And I take the stack, but sometimes, and in most cases, before I would take a particular nootropic stack, if I didn't sleep really well, I'll go out and do a sprint. And that sprint, it'll be like a 1.5 mile, 2 mile run, and then the last 50% of the last mile will be sprinting, and preferably up a hill. And that will truly wake me up. I might even do some Wim Hof breathing. It's a particular breathing method. You should Google it. That gets a lot of oxygen flowing through the brain. Pretty incredible stuff, no bullshit. But beyond that, once we get into nootropics, there's a couple things that I like to use as strategies to resuscitate my brain when I didn't sleep well. Number one is the elephant in the room, which we've talked about many, many times, but for those of you that are new to the channel, I have to keep mentioning it. Oxiracetam. That's one of the racetams, AMPA receptor, cholinergic modulating racetams, 500 to 1,000 roughly milligram dose range, taken with or without a choline source, depends on your body. Smarter, Better, Faster teaches you whether or not you need a choline source on racetams and how to determine whether or not you need a choline source. But my dose is around 700 milligrams. I'll take 700 milligrams oxiracetam, resuscitate my brain, done deal. But number two is a particular combination that we haven't really talked about before that I've been experimenting with because we're probably going to build a supplement around this. Essentially a nootropic mushroom, supplement, is chaga mushroom and acetyl L-carnitine. Okay, chaga mushroom and acetyl L-carnitine, so chaga and alcar, but If you really want to get something that's not, I mean, you've got a half nootropic and you have a mushroom that's basically like modafinil, but just a little different. It's a more fully sort of body-like stimulatory. Yeah, 500 milligrams of chaga, 500 milligrams of Alcar. You're welcome. Number three is the elephant in the room, and that's modafinil. Modafinil is a wakefulness promoting compound that really turns on the brain. That, you know, if you didn't get enough sleep and you need to function, there's really nothing better than modafinil except for the chaga-Alcar combination. So, I mean, you know, my dose range is 50 to 75 milligrams. If I didn't sleep well, I'll go 75 to 100 milligrams, and then I'll up the coffee just a little bit. So, you know, that's one of my strategies. You know, if I didn't sleep well and I need brain performance and I'm going to do the modafinil route, you know, it's going to be 75 to 100 milligrams of modafinil. And instead of just a giant big cup of coffee, which is normally what I do, just a big giant cup of coffee, it'll be a cup and a half or maybe 2 cups. And that takes me right into a place where at least until 4 or 5 o'clock I can get work done. And then if I've burnt everything out and fried all circuits, which happens, it's nap time, motherfucker. And then lastly, a combination that, again, I always think that theacrine, which is one of the main points of this combination, never really gets enough attention. People are just missing out. And look, I found it. I know it's a gem, so I'm sharing it with you. It's a caffeine Alcar theacrine combination. Okay, that's one of the best strategies to wake your brain up if you've not slept well. You know, you might do 100 or so, 150 milligrams of caffeine, a regular cup or cup and a half of coffee, 500 milligrams acetyl L-carnitine, and then I'd shoot for the 50 to 100 milligram range on theacrine. Theacrine is a very stimulating sort of cousin of caffeine, underrated, turns the brain on, resuscitates the brain from a sleep deficit, and that's what we're trying to do. On the caveat, I just want to say it's not sustainable to do that consistently. So it's like we come to learn these biohacks, these things that truly work well. We don't want to do them without getting sleep. You know, we eventually want to make sure, okay, take the nap, you know, figure out how to sleep the whole night, the next night, figure out how to hack your body and hack your whatever to make yourself sleep. And you have to catch up. And the moment you get that 1 or 2 good nights of solid sleep, and then you're okay from there. But it's not. Using these strategies are awesome, but, you know, I just have to give the caveat and the cautionary note, as Tim Ferriss would say, that this is not it's not a sustainable strategy. Okay. Thanks so much for watching. Talk to you next time. Oh yeah, by the way, everything still until the 30th. $14 off on the Cortex Labs website, our newly redesigned awesome website. It's gonna be pretty cool. You're gonna like it. WFMZ. I like the radio voice. I really like that guy. He's a cool guy. Anyway, $14 off everything at the Cortex Labs website. Coupon code 14 saves you money on our powerful nootropic products. Talk to you next time. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for watching the video. Thanks for being with me. Ryan Michael Balla here. Check it out. These 4 are our powerful nootropic products. So start from the top. You're going to want to hear this. Number 1, the Cortex stack. That is our powerful pre-made stack. This is the stack you want to take if you want to get work done. Let me just be serious with you. I created that stack running a company 18 hours a day to get my brain to have massive verbal fluency, total motivation, right? Total overall mental fluidity, lots of mental energy, lots of drive to work. I mean, entrepreneurs need brain performance. We created that stack for people that really, really need brain performance and ain't messing around. The Cortex stack, get it at livecortex.com. You will love that stack. Those digital guides, we'll start from the Racetam God Guide. That guide is a digital stack list of some of the most highly effective brain state specific Racetam stacks on the planet. I mean, basically you're getting oxiracetam, piracetam, aniracetam, phenylpiracetam, coliracetam, faciracetam, nefaracetam, pramiracetam stacks, very powerful stacks of all those racetams laid out in that guide. The NewPep Pro stack list is a giant list of sublingual, oral, and nasal NewPep stacks. So we've got just myriads of lists of very specific, very surgical NewPep stacks that are highly effective, time tested. I mean, you take one of those stacks, your brain turns on, you will thank me. That thing is digital too. These are all digital, downloaded at livecortex.com. And then lastly, Smarter, Better, Faster is a digital guide that teaches anybody that's within the 1 to 2 year range of taking nootropics, how to take nootropics, how to think about taking nootropics, how to use nootropics surgically to really get optimal brain performance, to totally dominate the realm of nootropics. It gives you very many stacks, my favorite stacks, everything from modafinil, caffeine, theanine protocols to aniracetam, microdosing protocols to uridine, ALA, Alcar, choline stacks to basically everything else in between. If you want the most powerful stacks on the planet, if you want my personal stacks and my personal philosophy on taking nootropics,
Get the Smarter, Better, Faster guide. Get all these guides. Get all of this good nootropic stuff at livecortex.com. We make elite level nootropic products for elite level nootropic players. Are you one of them? Let's find out. livecortex.com. Make it happen. Thanks for being with me.